Good morning, everyone. I'm Derek Shakey with the Collector Car Network, and I'm here at the Future Collector Car Show that's part of the Barrett-Jackson auction. I am joined today by Jamie Radigan, who has a very special car as part of this year's FCCS. So thank you for joining us, Jamie.
Thanks for having us, appreciate it.
And thank you for bringing this beautiful machine out here. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your history with cars?
Yeah, I mean, I think like any kid that grew up in the 80s watching Magnum PI and watching, you know, all the different shows that featured supercars and had Ferraris on them, just kind of really did it for me. And as much as I wanted originally to get a red car, when I found the brown car, the color's Marone on it, it just absolutely took my breath away. So seeing these cars and on TV and growing up with them, this was just one thing as an adult I kind of had to have.
Oh yeah, I can see why. And so there's something especially important about this particular car you were telling me earlier. So from the start, it's a 1 of 12 car.
That's right.
Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So brown Ferraris weren't exactly the most popular thing going in the 80s, so they really didn't make a lot of them. So there's only 12 that were made in the Marone metallic color. And 3 of those cars have been painted to a different color now. So there's only 9 left in this original color across the world. And we had that verified with Ferrari market letter, and they were wonderful to help me do the research to actually figure out that was the case with this car. So yeah, and again, being a rare color, it was just something that I had to have.
So how did that work out? Like, how did you get wind of this car being available, and like what led to you actually owning this?
So I actually found the car online, and a friend of mine lived in Dallas and went and checked out the car for me. And it was one of those things, I didn't even know Ferrari made a car in this color. And it was just something that was so unique that I was like, well, it's not resale red, so well, let's get the brown one. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why. It's something different, because yeah, you see a ton of red Ferraris. This definitely stands out. And so what has the reaction been from just people on the street when they see this?
Man, I'll tell you, I'm really blessed with how many people come up and say they like the car, and just, you know, pictures taken and want to ask questions. And I'm one of those people that, like, I was told when I first got into the car world, I had a dear friend of mine that always loved to give experiences. So letting people sit in the car, letting people drive the car, have an experience with it. I'm the caretaker of it for now, and I'll pass it to somebody down the line. But if I can put a smile on somebody's face in the process, that brings me as much joy of owning it.
Nice. And so I can imagine even when you take it to Ferrari specific events, there might be people there that didn't even know this color was offered.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like at the concourse in the hills, I don't know if you guys have been out there for that. That happens in the February timeframe, and that's actually a Ferrari judged event, and I ended up winning the best V8 this past year. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was just one of those, like, well, we've never seen that color before. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can imagine so, definitely. And so what is, when you got this car initially, by the way, when was that?
So I found the car in April of 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've had it for a few years now.
Were there any, major updates or service items that you needed to do when you got it?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you get any car, any classic car, no matter how good somebody tells you that car is, you're always going to have to put some money into it. So I figured it probably was going to be about 10,000-ish or a little bit more. Doesn't matter how great somebody says the car is. It's an 85, it's got rubber in it, seals, things like that need to be replaced.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I found like even low mileage doesn't equate to good condition parts, you know?
And you bring up a good point with that. The low mileage cars, they don't have the fluids going through them all the time. And this is true, Ferraris are truly one of those cars. If you don't drive it, it's gonna cost you more than driving it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And as far as owning this car, what has been the biggest surprise to you about it that you weren't expecting?
You know, I guess my overall enjoyment, I knew that I wanted this car. But every time that I get the opportunity to take it out, or my wife and I go out on a date, and this is what we end up driving for the evening, just the true joy of owning the car and seeing people's reactions, I wasn't expecting to be that excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And so if there's somebody out there that's thinking of buying a Ferrari 308, what would you tell them?
Do your research. Research the chassis number, find a local mechanic to have somebody come look at it for you, and find somebody that you trust to get it serviced. Because if you have a car like this and you don't have a true Ferrari mechanic around, the work's just not going to get done. So those are the research on it, letting somebody check it out, and making sure you've got a place to get it serviced.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much,
Hey,
James.
man, thank you guys. Appreciate you, and hope you guys have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, you too. And I'd like to thank you all for watching.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching our video. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and comment down below your thoughts. Remember, if you want to collect a car of your own, check out our website at classiccars.com, which is our online marketplace with over 30,000 listings live on the site. Also, be sure to check out our sister website at AutoHunter.com, which is our 7-day online auction. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.